A common reason to retouch an image is to enhance it cosmetically, and usually that involves tidying up skin blemishes. So let's take the image called promist.jpg, and we'll go and take the healing brush tool, Alt to sample an area of clear skin, and click, and then click and hold down the mouse to spray over the area you want to heal. Let go, and it takes these pixels, pops them up here and merges them with adjacent pixels to get a perfect patch there. So you've got a perfect heal. And again, you can do an area like this little freckle in the chin there, or a little spot. Click once and it's gone. And just tidy up a little bit if you need to. And that's basically a very nice way of getting rid of freckles or little bits of skin defects. I don't like to use the word defects and things like that because it sounds insulting, but just to generally tidy up the image, you can basically, like, there's a freckle there, you could have that removed on the National Health, I'm sure, or pay lots of money on privately to get rid of it, or we can just go click and there we've got rid of it. And now, if you remember your old Star Trek TV show, they used to have, whenever the female characters were on, they'd put a Pro Mist filter over the lens, which would basically blur out all the white highlights and give a nice kind of soft, glowy look, just to kind of smooth out the actress's skin, and basically we can fake that using Photoshop. Here's how we're going to do the Pro Mist. They used to use a bit of nylon stocking over the lens as well. That was one cheap way of doing it, but we're going to do it digitally. So let's just copy our main layer, and we'll call this one Mist. And then what we need to do is we're going to go and play with the curves. If we go and have a quick look at the curves here in RGB mode, you see that there isn't a black curve. To get a black curve to play with, what we need to do is go to Image, Mode, CMYK Color. And we're not going to spend very long. Click on Don't Flatten. We're not going to spend long in this mode. We're just going to get the curves we want and adjust them. So Image Adjustments, Curves again. Now this time we can go and find the black curve, and we can crush up the black curve right up to the top here. I'll just undo that and show you again. Just grab it from about here, down in the bottom, push it up so the output goes up to quite high. Click OK, and you can see there all the dark areas now are being crushed down, and we've still got our lighter areas here. Let's go back to RGB now, and what we can do now is to get the Pro Mist effect. We're going to blur this foreground layer, this mist layer, go to blur, filter blur, Gaussian blur, and let's choose a nice soft blur like 5.7 pixels. And now of course the whole image is blurred, so we're losing all of that detail and we're blurring all of her. So what we need to do is change the blending mode of the blur layer, take it down to screen, and that then reveals all the detail in the shot, but on the highlights you've got this nice soft blurred look. And if it's a little bit over the top, then what you can do is just reduce the fill opacity a little bit, so you can still see some of the details of the skin underneath, because you want to keep it looking human. Okay, so that's without, and that's with, and you can see there that kind of softens up the image and makes it more feminine looking. Okay, so that's a little bit more retouching for you.